Hi everyone, my name is Elspeth Duncan, and I am the Kundalini Yoga teacher, instructor for the Banquet of Blessings Kundalini Yoga and Raw Food Retreat that will be happening in Dorset in the UK from the 11th to the 13th of May 2018. And I opened this audio session by playing my Native American love flute simply because the Native Americans would play that flute to call to their true beloved, that you could be standing in front of a crowd of millions of people, and if your beloved is in that crowd, when you play that flute, that beloved is going to resonate with the truth of what you've played from the heart. And the reason why I play the flute is, of course, I would also like to call to my beloved, but on a deeper level, our true beloved is the self. Our own inner being is that true beloved. So the flute calls to that part of ourselves, the soul, that comes forward and says, yes, here I am. This is who I am. This is what I want to do. This is why I'm here in this lifetime and in every lifetime. Because the soul is that one part of us that moves on. Even after our body is gone, the soul moves on as who you are, that truth. So that is my intention for opening with playing the Native American love flute, to connect, for that part of me to connect with that part of you as you listen. And I'm here to answer some questions that Gabriela has sent me. Gabriela, as most of you may know, some of you may not know, she is the main facilitator. The retreat is going to be happening at her and her husband Neil's home in Dorset. And they have kindly invited me to lead the Kundalini Yoga part of the retreat. So I'm going to get on with Gabriela's questions. First question, how did you get into Kundalini Yoga? What captured you? I wasn't really into yoga, but I was always a very spiritual person, very interested in the spiritual aspect of life. And in 2000, the year 2000, it was a very rainy day and I didn't have anything to do. And two friends who were going to a Kundalini Yoga class said to me, why don't you come with us? So I said, okay, and I went. And during that class, I think we were doing the exercise which is known as spinal flex. And after the spinal flex, we lay down, as we do generally between the Kundalini exercises. We lay down just to allow the body to assimilate that energy that we had generated. And as I got up from the lying down position, I felt a rush of an energy, is the only word I could describe. Something rushed up in me and just, it's like my whole head melted and then my whole body, everything about me just completely melted in a flash second. And in that flash second, my feeling and my thought was, I know what it feels like to fish, to find water. In other words, in that moment, I think it was the first time in my life that I'd ever felt so at home, so connected, such a sense of belonging, and just, I never experienced it, and that was the beginning for me. I never turned back. From that day onwards, it was Kundalini Yoga every day. Next question, who is Banquet of Blessings for? I would say Banquet of Blessings is for anybody who wants to have a conscious experience. And by conscious experience, I mean that you are consciously choosing to come to this retreat because you want a certain change in your life. You want to perhaps release something that you've been holding on to for a long time. You want to receive something that you've been wanting or dreaming of, or just something that you feel will help you to move forward in your life. Sometimes we get stuck, sometimes we need just a little push or sometimes a shake. But yeah, it's for anybody who wants to move ahead with a new awareness, anyone who wants to polish themselves, polish and see that glow of who you really are. Maybe there were some dark parts within you, parts that you couldn't see, maybe even parts that you didn't want to see. And through the polishing, it's like creating an extra light that sheds that that illuminates areas of your life that you need to see right now and which will help you to move forward. It's for anybody, whether you're a beginner. In fact, I like when beginners come because it's an opportunity to learn a lot of new tools that can be very useful to you in everyday life. I myself have benefited greatly from the tools of Kundalini Yoga, and I've seen many students as well who have grown and strengthened through use of the tools. Very simple tools that can be applied daily. If somebody already practices Kundalini Yoga as well, that, everybody is welcome. Everybody is welcome to come to the Banquet of Blessings, because blessings don't discriminate. Everybody is here to receive blessings, and everybody deserves to receive them. What can participants expect to get out of the retreat? First of all, I would say expect nothing but enjoy everything and experience everything. And what I can assure you is that when you arrive, there will be a safe and welcoming space that is there for you, simply because I am that kind of person. I'm already that kind of environment within myself where I welcome and embrace whoever you are. And we're going to be creating that space for you so that when you come, you can expect, if we must use that word, you can expect to have a place where you feel safe to be yourself, safe to release whatever needs to come out of you, because we are going to be emptying our cups, emptying whatever we come with, pouring out what is not necessary for our advancement. And sometimes that process involves crying. Some people cry, some people might just have an experience that's unexpected. And sometimes if you're with people that you don't know, you may feel uncomfortable to let that go. But I want you to know up front that you're going to be in a safe place where you can be who you are and release whatever you need to release in whatever way you need to release it. Then let's use the word intention instead of expectations. The intention for the retreat really is to release and to receive, to have the space to receive, and as the title says, Banquet of Blessings. There are blessings there for all of us to receive, and we are just going to create the space for that. We're going to use the tools that enable us to be open for that, the tools that strengthen us to be able to hold the energy that we're generating, to be able to channel it in ways that are conducive to our development and ways that will help us to move forward in our lives. There are parts of the times when we're stuck, we feel stuck in life, and we want to change, we want to shift, we want a little shake. And it's nice to know that there's somewhere we can go where that shift and that shake is going to happen in a loving way, in a way that we can trust, and in a way that truly connects us with the divine and connects us with the center, to come to our center and to know I'm in the right place at the right time with the right energy. I am me, and that's the best I can be. And that is what I want to take forward with me into the world, to enjoy the banquet of blessings that's here for me for my life. Okay, next question. For what level of experience is this retreat suitable? Whether you've been practicing Kundalini Yoga for years or even just a short time, or whether you've never experienced it at all, Even if you've never done yoga at all, you may do other forms of yoga, but not Kundalini, or you may just never even have touched yoga. There's a point where we all begin. There's a point where I began, and that was it for me. And it may be similar for you, that you taste Kundalini Yoga and you realize this is for me. To be honest, there are some people who come to classes and they don't come back because it's not for them. Not everything is for everybody, and that's perfectly natural. If you are a complete beginner and in some way you feel called to this retreat, but you're curious as to whether you would like Kundalini Yoga, I'm happy to set up a free online session for any beginner who wants to try it out and see if it resonates. So if that person is you, you're quite welcome to get in touch with me and we can set something up with some other beginners. Maybe you could even invite some of your friends and have a little home party yoga session, Kundalini yoga session. So I'd say the retreat is for everybody. Anybody, I should say, who wants to have a conscious experience, consciously chosen experience, because they're ready to release something from their lives so that they can receive whatever is necessary to them at this point in time to move them forward in a way that their life increases in abundance and wholeheartedness. Okay, and the final question. What would you like to say to people who are considering joining this retreat? I would say, trust me, but above all, trust yourself. If it is that anything about this retreat calls to you, don't hesitate to look more deeply into it, because it's going to help you look more deeply into yourself. And you're going to make the choice that is best for you. So thank you for listening. And I would like to close with one more call from my love flute. A call from my soul to your soul, that our souls lead us to where we are meant to be in this lifetime. Sat Nam.